Alright, now let's get this shit on the road. Oh yeah. Okay, this is the mic testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, hello everyone. Mic testing to the admin side, verifying if the sound is okay to proceed with the game. Checking, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mic testing. This is a mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Verifying if the sound is okay. Testing. A bit louder, noted. 1 minute. Testing, mic testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a mic testing. Hello, test. Mic testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you very much. Okay. Hello everyone. Duel Links Timor Season 11 live stream will be starting soon. My name is Elvirgelion and I will be your commentator for today. It's currently week 2 and welcome to the second week of the season. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching your favorite team dueling out on this platform. Okay, it is now officially 30th of January 2021, 10 p.m. Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Really thank you so much. Alright. Featuring tonight's this is officially 30th of January 2021 2022 10 p.m. For me, for your guys, some of you is definitely 9 a.m. Eastern EST timing. Okay, so for those who are new to this event or recently heard about this event is by Team Wars. They are a community hosted community stream league since 2017. Okay, for those who wish to know more info, please press exclamation mark about stream, which later I'll indicate for your guys below, and your guys can take a look. And featuring tonight's match, it'll be Bricks and Potatoes versus LYW. Both of them are actually from Division 4. Please sit back while we await for the first match to begin, and the players from each team will be something that leads to judge before the match begin. Hello Lux2395, really appreciate it, thank you. Okay, from last week we have seen that for the week 1 we have seen that it's a very close match of Bricks Potato against Phoenix. Veteran team clashing out the score of 10-9. And of course we do have the LYW. It was 10-4 sweep against Relentless. Okay, it was a relentless game, alright, no pun intended. Okay, I call it relentless game, okay, no pun intended. Okay, so basically we do have both teams had a certain rogue that ongoing. Okay, with the Melodious actually wiping the board seamlessly against Magnex, TG Harpies, and of course we see Chronomadi, which is kind of a crazy one. Thanks Grace Tika for following, and of course we need to see will LYW have a strong board on the game, or maybe an intense struggle against Bricks and Potatoes with their vast experience on hand. Given the past match we've seen so far, Madness have already hit to tier 1, so we expect to see a huge number of Madness duking about in this game session right here. Alright, let me transit to the versus screen as we wait for the match to actually begin. Alright, thank you so much, the sound is perfect, thank you. Alright, so what do we know about Magnus? Okay, usually it's to me it feels like it's quite a consistent deck so far in the match, because they basically can play a high number of different monsters in their deck depending on the situation. Yeah, and in terms of this, they actually consist of moving a rock type monsters to graveyard with the use of Delta, Demon and Warrior, and the combination of Alpha, the Electromagnetic, Beta and Gamma, you set up a special summon and quickly go into your big plays. So with very easy special summon plays from Berserker, it actually can wipe the opponent in one turn. Actually it depends on the field itself, and with their strong exceeds using the Malevolence to detach the materials, you can actually banish your monsters and all this and go straight on Berserker to wipe out opponents. And take note, the effect is not even once per turn. as long as you have the material, you can actually shoot the ball one at a time. Alright, and take note, most of the decks actually had a habit of running 3 powerful rebirth and 2 super team body force unite to actually build up to respawn their delta, alpha, beta, or gamma to actually build up their graveyard. And as you can see right here, both teams, alright, they do have a rogue deck. Okay, let's see an example from the last week's tournament. We do have some Brick Facilitator using Blaster Blader. Literally Blaster Blader totally wiping out the field. That score was a bit crazy. Okay, they do have the rook style. And of course from LYW we do see people playing Chronomaly, so we really need to see whether is there any, any stun ongoing today, because it was really a close match for both for Bricks and Potatoes. Alright, first match is up. Let's just take a look, and hopefully we see something interesting from both parties. Alright, okay, My Valentine, obviously we do know that it's Harpies and Yuki. Okay, nowadays Magnets actually play Destiny Draw, so first match definitely you can see we should see a match of Harpy Ladies versus Magnets. Alright, so Edu actually start first and passes the turn to Link 39. Okay, so let's see whether is it what I predicted. Is it actually Magnets? Alright, let's see whether it's true. Alright, okay, so apparently you do see some fans supporting BMP. Alright, so is there any setup? 2 set cards? 3. Wow, that's pretty aggressive. Okay, so we don't know whether is it Magnets. I mean, I high chance, alright, high chance, because most of the metalists, they actually use Destiny Draw with Magnets. And of course now the things that we might not triggering the Hunting Ground. I think she's using Hunting Ground, should be. You can't trigger on the first turn, so there's no more Hunting Ground from now on. So she has to rely on drawing the Hunting Ground, because most of the decks, if I remember correctly, they only put 1. Or they could play with the Flag of the Harpies, which is to add the Harpy Feather Duster. Alright, so unfortunately with no Hunting Ground, we are not able to hit the free with this. Okay. Alright, actually activated the Panzoid Canadia. Let me see, I remember Magnets played, I think, either they played that or played Book of Moon. So we don't know whether it's Magnets. There is animation. Okay, yeah. So fortunately there is the Hunting Ground in his hand already on the first turn. Thanks LW for following. Alright, so straight up bounce out on to the Perfumer, same tactics such as for air card that actually has the Harpy Lady Sisters in the name. Majority will be the Harpy Feather Rest or Egoteast depending on the situation, but because not given the Hunting Ground is not there anymore, our dear Edu really had to find a way to recover back the Hunting Ground, because you really need the Hunting Ground to actually give the overwhelming advantage on destroying any Spiral Trap, because it's a very strong disruption which justifies in a sense it justifies the skill limitation, like the nerf of the skill itself. Okay, so spawn board. Now we do have 2 set cards. We need to see whether 39 is able to do anything against this situation. Link 39, sorry. So let's see whether is there any way to recover. Because 2 set cards. Okay, we don't know whether 39 is actually playing Magnets. I mean, the past score, not sure whether they actually play. Let me just need to check through. Because we do have the past games as information. Okay, Synchro Shoken to slash Harpy Lady. Go for a better face. Cosmic Tycoon. Cosmic Cyclone now, okay. I want the set card. Alright, 1 shot, okay. Is there any response to this? Yes, no, no. Alright. Edu win this first round. Okay, let's see. Alright, so Big Potato strongly secured the 1 round with Harpies. Alright, let's check the past statistics. We do remember the, let's see, match results. Next report. Okay, let's see next. Are they gonna go for the next round first? Okay. LYW. Okay, we do be able to reference to a past score. Let's see what was 39 using at that point of time. Oh, LYW, because the previous match we do have a bot sweep from L. So we didn't really, because L actually give a 10-4 against Relentless. Didn't see what 39 was from because 39 was not there, and apparently they have an overhaul of their team. Neko was not there and Crow is not there. Apparently the rest of things actually in the L was there. So we're not sure whether L is gonna give the same performance as the previous match where Totally White the Boy Melodious and Chronomali. Oh yo, that is crazy. Like everything just bite the dust against Relentless on the previous match. So not really sure what will LYW strategy be. Were they gonna reserve L as the last guy? I mean, looks like based on the roster, just like maybe the last guy. I don't know. Alright, next up. Okay, so switching to Yuya Pendulums. Yeah, definitely Pendulums on ice. Or not. Or Dynamist. Alright, let's see what will be the game for this one. Okay, Happy Santikam. Wait, what? Okay, so despite the disadvantage of starting, who start first? Yeah, BMP. Wait, L2 start first. If you to place Hunting Ground right now, and if there's somewhere any harpies, you'll be nuking his own stuff. He's gonna nuke his back. Why is he gonna nuke him? Ooh, I like. He actually nuked his own historic side. But the effect of his, kind of slightly pop your own one and search all his happy components. Hey, that is big brain move. I see. Hey, no worries. Okay, his historic side just, oh, are you gonna pop my cast? Never mind. I will destroy my own spell and try. I will still search. I'll get overwhelming head. Fun, bitch. Wow, this is literally pointing middle finger at his skill right there. Oh, you want to pop? Oh, never, it's okay, no worries. I'll just pop. Yep, Dino Mist. Alright, so most of the Dino Mist, the card, they do have a similar effect where they do have a protection against Dino Mist cards. Take note, Dino Mist cards, not just monsters. So Pesos actually protects any Dino Mist card on the field. This includes Dino Mist charge if there's a need to. Alright, and of course, Patron actually also protects. Most of it is the same effect, where they self-destruct itself, and using Spinos, as Spinos actually use the ability to, if you're able to trigger Spino ability twice, it's a twin attack with a direct attack. Unfortunately, because of Pendulum Summer, Floodgate Strap Hole is a very strong tactic against Pendulums because it shuts down the whole monster at a single shot. So pretty stable. So thankfully they hit Floodgate at 3, so some of the mixtures you can bring, it do have a strong counter against Pendulum Summons. So basically right now we have 2 cards that cannot be flip summoned. Hunting's Ground effect proceeds to pop most of the dinosaurs. I mean, they would pop the set cards and followed by popping away the Dynamist charge. They wouldn't really touch the Pendulum. But unfortunately, in this case scenario, we have a chance of people chaining the trap against the activation of the Harpy's Hunting Ground. So in terms, let's see whether what response. Okay, so special summon the Dynamist Pesto and the Rush, the Dynamist Shot got destroyed. Channel effect still can discard a special another monster and destroy another Spine Trap. So that's pretty slick. Oh, thank you very much. So sorry, I actually missed out that one. My bad. Thanks for letting me know. There is the skill. Yeah, correct. My bad. Thanks for letting me know. Alright, so beating up the bot. Okay, despite having the power being decreased by the effect of Pesto, because for each it loses 100 for each Dynamist card he control, which is with 400, you can still have a strong recovery with the Harpy's Gun effect. Okay, Pesto effect negates, Dino Charge effect, expect the card. Have a protection, is to expect. So pretty strong. They should have aimed for the Dino Mischarge because it gives the hand a strong recovery, and not just because it actually recovers recovers back the Pesto, so if let's say he's able to find a way to get rid of the 2 set cards, because now both our set cards have been affected by the trap hole, so they can't actually flip summon. So it's kind of a pretty jam situation right now. Alright, so Synchro Shogun, like duh, into the slash ability, special summon proceeds to pop another card. And take note, the protection, yeah, the protection is still there. So substitution protection, not bad. And unfortunately, Dynamis effect is only once per turn. Okay, for the rest, recycle spell, and we still have the slash ability using the skill if there's a need to bounce any card. So pretty strong, pretty solid board right here, we can see right now. So now the problem is with the 2 set cards being affected by the trap hole, our dear 39 can't really do any recovery from that. Okay, so hopefully are we able to see a bounce back for LYW? As for the previous game, we don't know, so we have to see. Alright. First deck for LYW, I'm not sure whether is it magnets, because we do see some there's no cards being shown yet, because the first match was really a severe hand issue for 39. I highly suspect magnets. I can't really say. Yeah, because there's no magnets being played. So, and we don't know whether squeeze is Destiny drop. Alright, so with the Splashing Harpies totally nuking the whole Spanish travel, totally left 39 in a terrible situation. And not just that, 2 of the set cards are being affected by the trap hole. So totally, if you're not able to draw any of the pendulums, you can't really pendulum summon anything. And his hand is actually only a one of the Dynamis peso, so it's gonna be a tricky situation. Alright, so full board again. Let's take a look, go for the battle phase. To the wiping ball. Okay, I don't know whether he's gonna leave the 2 set card. Okay, he's just going for it. Because we just observing the situation that he only have 1 peso in the hand. And unless you would draw a skill 1, but at most you can only special summon the 1 monster from the pendulum zone, which is not really gonna change the game for 39. So it's gonna be hard. There's a change of LYW today, so we have to observe the situation, how is it going to recover, because 2 cards, even if it's a pendulum scale of 1, if it's a pendulum scale of 3, yeah, most of it's 3 or 6, if I remember correctly, you only can most special summon 1 level 5, and the highest monster in level 5 for his case is actually our dear Spinos, which ain't gonna do anything against Cyber slash Harpy Lady, because it's of the 2k6. I mean, at most he can actually destroy Cyber Harpy Lady. That's it. It's not much recovery. So he just like, oh, okay. So apparently he drew Bachon, okay, and he has a peso in the hand that was being bounced back by the slash Harpy Lady effect. Alright, so decrease the attack, but with a level 5 and level 4. He actually only can able to engage the cyber slash ability, and it's not really have much of a strong recovery right now, because he has no spell trap, he has no hand, he's not able to do any recovery. Unfortunately, I think this is really a set me. Oh Jesus, on Mother Mary, he's still okay. That means Fulfillment not able to search. This does have has nothing left in his deck that help to search. Alright, so goes for a 2k6. 39 is in a pinch right now with nothing. Yeah, here's 1 card. Yeah, I do actually wipe the boy Harpies. Like Harpies skill getting nerfed. Nah, I don't think it's gonna nerf, because you still can use the history side to add back everything. Like bruh. Like it's like that's not, the skill itself, like, is okay. It hinders Harpies starting set first, I guess, but with historic sign, they don't seem to feel the hurt at all. I mean, yes, consistency wise, yes, you have to squeeze a hunting ground, but hitting as he has historic sign is just a big move right there for Edu. So kudos to him, I guess. is kind of a oh, that's oh, no wonder. Alright. Okay, so 2 and 2. Alright, who's the next one? Alright, so let's wait till the next match just comes up for this. Alright, so basically Harpies there isn't really, I mean they do get hit based on their skill, but more or less the effect of the skill itself, I mean they definitely will still play a fair number of Swallow Stance and Pokemon. I mean they still can squeeze their hair harder, the channel itself also. So now because of this issue they actually can prefer to play more historic side. And even if Elegant Egotis is being semi, they still have a lot of games to play around. Alright, so next up is Shinki. Shinki is up next. Alright, so going strong, 2 for Edu, and let's observe the match. No worries, there's Denisito. Because they didn't really show the tech is also if you don't know. Alright, Shinki was using the normal Yugi, not Yami. Alright, so let's see what would the deck be. Because they did the whole overhaul, like the overhaul that seemed like we didn't see Crow. So, yep, it's gonna be expected, a new expectation, right? Tie step bind. I need to check what's the skill. Alright, so now, oh, Gaia. Alright, so definitely the skill will be the Dragon Knight's Path with 100, usually also in most of the deck lists is 100% using a Dragon Knight's Path. And of course, as usual, the Splash 1 Battlelaster Soldier Amber of the beginning with 1 Goblin guy in the deck. And most of the decks do play Eccentric Arching for the destruction of opponent's Spike Trap. And yeah, so this is more or less on how we know that okay, the 3 Gaia Magical Knight and 3 Curse of Dragon Fire. This is a standard kind of deck list that you really see most of them is the same. There's not much difference. So giving the Edu's experience and the games that he more or less foresaw what other potential cards that could appear. And same goes for Harpies. We do know the standard numbers of each of the cards that they may be playing right now. And because this issue being Edu actually starting second, yeah, Edu is actually starting second. He can actually take advantage of the skill to use the apparently has it in his hand. Gee, I mean Veramus that actually on, but they actually can do it. Okay, so nice shot on having the hunting ground on the first turn in his hand. So using the effect, destroying his set Spike Trap against Shiki. Shiki opens Mystical Space Typhoon against the hunting ground to prevent collateral damage, to prevent further damage on the destruction. Because if let's say he has any Egotist in his hand, that's gonna be a huge problem right here. So thankfully, because of the resolution, continuous the Fuse Flat doesn't actually have the effect to destroy the Spike Trap, so thus protecting his most right hand column set card, which I presume it is a very important component piece on building up Shiki's strategy. So unfortunately from this I presume that Edu is not actually starting strong because he only able to move up with one of his Cyber Slash ability, and there's not even a channeler on site right now. So the start is pretty shaky when you see what set trap Spirit Trackers will be able to counter against Shinki, because we do know that if he's able to go for Gaia the Magical Knight, it totally can actually cover the board. So with Gapping Gala, you actually cannot actually activate this activate effects during the battle phase when the attack actually occur. So provided he is able to successfully fusion summon the single summon the Gaia the Magical Knight of Dragons, the match should be pretty solid in Shige's advantage right now. Unfortunately, I don't think Shige has to draw any important pieces of his deck to actually establish a potential fusion summoning. So now we do have here both players seems to be in a more kind of dead hand situation, but I think Edu has a overwhelming has high advantage in terms of the monster he has on board. So if let's say Shiki is not able to have any set card that respond against the cyber abilities attack, basically it's gonna be a smack time against with Happy Lady. Like if Edu consistently plays the bot slowly and using 1k to smash Shiki's face, Shiki's pretty much gonna die. Yeah. So now this is the one more turn for Shiki. Is Shiki able to recover against this situation? Because if he doesn't, that's it. He's gonna be dead. Because okay, Dragonite's Path, so they actually able to establish a bond with Dragonite's Path, so returning back one card and activating Galloping Gaia. So Galloping Gaia effect, review of Gaia for the Fierce Knight. Yeah, so finally he got it on his hand on his board to add a Curse of Dragonfire. But unfortunately, because Dragonfire only able to blow up few spell, which for this case is not really a strong advantage for him. So if they're able to disrupt the Gaia the Magical Knight diffusion, there is gonna be a very tough situation for Edu to recover, because for the Galloping Gaia effect cannot activate cards or effects during the battle phase. And because the Gaia the Magical Knight is treated as Gaia the Dragon Champion, it's gonna be hard for Edu to recover. So Edu needs to find a way to disrupt the fusion summoning before things go soft. Because if he's not able to disrupt it, that's it. Let's say Gaia's gonna just mold wreck during the battle phase. Because you can't respond to the battle phase. Karma cut! Alright, Karma cut. Oh my god, the poor Gaia. Anyway, to protect the Gaia the Magical Knight, Bukomon? Okay. Opens the Pez at Canada. Alright, so he's actually gonna totally smack down the material, because Curse of Dragonfire has to be face up to use the ability. So right now, because Curse of Dragonfire is in face down defense position, you can't actually establish the Yugo. You can't actually do the future summoning, and because his Terry Stein was sent to the graveyard with the card effect actually add back his component is like totally the best combo ever. Discard for cost with History Sign, send the graveyard and add all the cards back. So it's done on Shiking's turn, mind you. So on Shiking's turn and back, so Edu's turn, Edu will have the advantage to totally wreck down the board. So now the problem is, does the set have any response against Edu? Does she get any response at all? If there's no response, that's it. He's gonna be eating the nuts. Pretty strong strategy, because they took no, like most of fusion summoning you do need to have a component face up on the field unless you actually use promization. But most of the shortcut ones, unless you're glad the beast, the moment you are set face down, you can't really establish a fusion summoning, because it is by the effect of the monster, not the effect of the fusion summon monster in the deck to do the contact fusion. I mean, this technically not contact fusion because it's just sent the graveyard to fuse, but technically it's called contact because like most of the wiki actually emphasize contact as a form of using your fusion summoning without using polymerization. So technically this form of contact is kind of disadvantage for Gaia, because the moment you set face down Curse of Dragonfire, that's it. You can't redo the fusion summoning. So that goes for the Cyber Slash Happy Lady and open, and actually goes for a battle phase, I guess, because that's the only thing they can do at the moment. It's gonna hit the guy, it's gonna hit the dragon, it's gonna hit the knight. Because the Gaia the Magical Knight, actually you can actually normal summon it as long as opponent has a 2 Kichi most never, so pretty smart move. I mean, if I'm the one, right, I would hit the dragon, because you can't. Let me see. I mean, for me, I think I would hit the dragon, not the knight, because you summon the knight, you have to have the dragon on hand. But if you hit the dragon, you can't do anything with the knight, because the knight can still normally summon without tributing as long as you control 2 Kichi and above. Alright, Ashvin Eccentric. So tribute to destroy a monster. So obviously he's kind of wiped down Cyber Slash Sharply. He's not gonna let Cyber Slash Sharply live to see another day, because he's definitely gonna go for it. Gonna go for the hit, to destroy the monster. Alright, so let's see in this case what will be the situation like for this case. Yes, sorry Spartius, redeem the hydrate, thank you very much. Alright, Karma Katsuki. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so apparently Edu is drunk on karma card. He's gonna karma card all the cards that will be a threat to the Harpy slash Cyber slash Harpy lady. That's all. Why didn't he use the Cyber slash Harpy lady effect to bounce back? To bounce back the Curse of Dragon Fire. Ooh. Alright, so don't want to bounce because Gabriel Gaia allows to review the search. So he's gonna leave it there until he's able to kill it off the board. So now Gabriel Gaia is basically useless if you don't have the components in your hand. And that's tough. But again, I will still hit the dragon, not the Gaia, because Gaia can. Yeah, actually, there's not much of a difference, I think. Let me think. If you search for the Gaia, if you hit the Gaia and dragon, draw the Gaia. If it's a dragon, summon Gaia, summon dragon. If I hit the dragon, yeah, actually there is a difference because you leave a lower monster on the field. Yeah, correct. Still, it is more of a wise move on Edu's part. You leave the weaker monster on the field right now. Oh my god, again. Yes, because you know why? Because you add it back, that's why. Because this respawn actually going to search back the. Yeah, I should add it back. Okay, so Harpy's hunting ground effect destroys. Yeah, because the Oracle actually add back the hunting ground from the graveyard. So he actually recover back the same hunting ground and is still gonna wipe the board on for against his opponent. So he decided to aim for the set card instead. So any response for this side? For Shiki? Alright, nope. So he actually hit a Forbidden Chalice and Harpy Perfumer's effect. Destroys another set card, so looks like Shiki's gonna bite the dust again. Alright, Elegant Egotist wipes the set card. And goes for Battle Phase. Yep, goes for Battle Phase. GG for Shiki. Alright. Okay, Edu on the third win streak. He's on a roll, man. He's on a roll. He's on a roll right here, man. So yeah, apparently our dear Gaia still doesn't stand a chance because of the situation right here. Looks like the score for Big Sam Potato is gonna be quite high as compared to LYW. So let's see the next match. Oh god, it's a mirror match! Yippee! Oh my god, it's a fantastic mirror match. We're gonna see something. I'm not gonna say boring. I'm gonna say eccentric. Alright? Eccentric. Okay, I'm not gonna comment this boring. Just see who throws the Harpy hunting ground first and who starts to kick ass with the Harpy hunting ground. Okay, unfortunately, Shiki start first. Not a very good situation because he could not use the hunting ground unless he has his design in his deck to destroy to search. If he doesn't, there's no point. And take note, it has to be on the first turn, on the first action of the first turn. Afterwards, you can actually add him to skill afterwards. So, so what Shiki gotta do? That's the question that he himself must know. Yes, mirror. Yeah, I know, right? Yep, not good. Yep, so he decided to use the O-letter method, discarding Harpy Queen to search for the hunting ground. So So is he actually using the Harpy's hunting ground skill or no? I mean, we wouldn't know. We don't know really because we can use it on the first one. Alright, interesting intake from Da1 SM. Alright. Okay, useless Harpy's hunting ground. Oh my god, this is a set white for Shiki. Shiki starting first is not a good situation. Totally at an overwhelming disadvantage. Really a disadvantage right here. He only has one freaking hunting ground. Unless of course he try to bluff and add his third sign as a set card. Okay, that could be one hypothetical reason. Okay. MST, okay, makes sense. Totally just hitting the hunting ground, so now the boss is on Shiki's side because Shiki has a hunting ground while Edu doesn't. So if Edu would set any card, you're pro on him having the risk of his set card being destroyed. But if he doesn't set any card, totally Shiki can actually commit the field without any worry of any sprite trap. So it is a bossy situation right now for Edu. He has to consider the pros and cons, and the way the pros and cons are, should I set or should I don't set? Because now there's no happy ground to save his ass. So what are the two set cards? And if he chooses not to set any cards on his turn, Shiki with his hunting ground can steamroll, provided he is able to draw a happy monster. Because now we know currently at his hand right now is only a happy's hunting ground. So it is also a very luck to see situation with Shiki because he has to get it. Shisha Shoshe Hatsu. Disgusting. Shisha Shoshe. Oh my god. Monster Reborn. It's like, okay, let me take a Harpies. I'm okay, no problem. Oh my god. That's a very robot situation. Imagine he didn't destroy the Harpy's hunting ground. You're totally stealing his opponent's card and popping opponent's card at the same time. Oh my god, so pretty Shiki actually made the right call in destroying the Harpy's hunting ground. But now the problem is with only a hunting ground in Shiki's hand, the next card determines everything. And is the look at this. Oh my god. Eddie was like, problem sir, you want to destroy my historic sign, sunshine? Do you want to? Did you want to? I mean, he knows Shiki has a hunting ground in his hands. So it's like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it, huh? Like they were like, he's like tempting Shiki. It's like, oh, you want to use a happy hunting ground? Yeah, sure. Please. Go ahead, destroy my historic sign. It will bring me such wonderment and joy. Alright, provided Shiki has a chance to repair, because now it's going to go on an all-out assault with the 3 monsters. Is Shiki able to do any resistance at all? Zip, zero, nada, anything? Cuckoo. Anything? Alright, there's one more. Is there any way Shiki's able to defend his any set card? Alright, Bokomun, fair enough. Okay, totally escaped by the skin of his by the tip of his skin or skin is still whatever you call it. So now the one is we have a hunting ground in the hand, but is there a Harpy to provide a strong backup? If there isn't any, well, that's it. Imagine this. Imagine the set card is a Swallow's Nest. Imagine how painful would that be? Imagine a set card is a Swallow's Nest and it activate hunting ground, and now you can't activate hunting ground because okay, taking advantage of the egotist. Very smart, because there is a happy monster on the field right now. Okay, he choose not to activate hunting ground because he choose not to activate the hunting ground because of this situation right here. But unfortunately now the problem is the happy lady one actually boost his opponent's happy lady. Alright, floodgate trap hole against the second, so it's not Swallow's Nest. Alright, fine enough. So hitting a second, so pretty much jamming the Shiki situation right now, and our the Edu still has a whooping 4,000 life points. Yeah, that's gonna be that's gonna be very sad situation right now. This is the total sad situation for Shiki, because Shiki start first. Just because you start first, your whole advantage is thrown out the window, just thrown out the window. Totally just that. Anyway, the second set card, I do something. Okay, karma cards. but it ain't gonna do shit. One of the monsters is bound to go through. So Shinki's just got steamrolled, just got outplayed because he start first. Because he freaking start first, he got outplayed. Because why? Because you start first, you use a Harpy Lady, hunting ground, you didn't even have a history sign to destroy the search for your card. So yeah, just totally just fizzled. Very bad situation for our dear Shiki right here. Alas is alas, no choice. Yeah, really when you start first, you kind of puts you at a very bad disadvantage. Like so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is not looking good for LYW despite their previous winning streak. So are they gonna send out their knight in shiny armor? Are they gonna send out L to clean up the mess? Because L actually steamrolled the previous team at one shot. So we gotta see some interesting things ongoing, man. Alright, so are they gonna send their knight in shiny armor? I mean, you should see LYW's previous match. L just totally steamrolled the board. I mean, that explains the +6 because he go 10-4 against he actually went 10-4 against the Relentless. So are they gonna send L or are they gonna conserve L? That is something that you and me have to find out. Because L was totally Alright, so is Edu still unstoppable at this point of time? He still only has Solving Solid with his Harpies. Very, very solid. Like clear. Alright, so let's wait and see how is LYW is gonna respond. They're gonna find a way to counter the Harpy. I mean, generally Harpies, depending on when you're mirror match against Harpies, when you're starting first, you are actually handling the baton to opponent's Harpy. So you start first Harpy against a mirror match is not really good unless you have his history sign in your hand, which will actually tutor out access card that you will need. But unfortunately this is not the case. So sadly, I mean, Edu just everyone here seems to be a fan of Edu. Oh my god. That's interesting. Everyone here seems to be a fan of everyone here seems to be a fan. Oh my god. Sorry. My mic keeps freezing out at a certain decibel, so we have to check. Alright, so which guy are they gonna send next? Alright. Oh, they sent L. Haha, this is gonna be interesting. They sent L. It's like, L, please clean up the mess for us, please. Like, okay, let's see whether will L be able to topple like what they did with Relentless. Is L gonna flip the table against Edu? This is something that we got to see right now. I mean, last week match, oh my god, that is pure classic. L just yeet the board, like totally yeet the board against Relentless. So we got to see. Okay, apparently he's using two different decks now. Apparently he seems to be using the Water Exceeds because his last match against Relentless was using Chronomaly, I think. Is it Chronomaly and Melodious? I think it is. I have to go and check. Give me a sec. This is a bot right now. Okay. Goes by Deep Sea Diva. So he's kinda set the board quickly with Deep Sea Diva, special summon another Deep Sea Diva, I guess. Alright, use a skill. Shoken. Go for it. Oh yeah, he's going for it. Abyss Dweller. Smack Abyss Dweller. First turn Abyss Dweller on the field to prevent graveyard. Alright, let's see. LYW. Yeah, L was using two different decks at a time. Okay, he was using Melodious and Chronomaly on the previous game. But playing seems to be switching tactics and using Water Exceeds right now. I mean, Melodious and Chronomaly is the one that got him to a 10-4 score, clearing 2-3 of his opponents in Relentless. So let's see whether if L is going to do the same shenanigans. Looks like he seems to be. Hopefully, he's able to carry the team again, I guess. I mean, the pressure's right now on L, because the thing is that two of his teammates has previously lost, so everyone is actually relying him to catch back the score at this point of time. Alright, so Edu is too strong as a first player, and LYW is on its third player right now. Okay, so use the effect change used for the channel perfume effect, such as for the card that actually has ability system in its name. Alright, goes for elegant goatees. So holy crap, this is gonna be tough because there's no set card on outside. So yep, it's gonna be a bit difficult right now, because if let's say the Abyss Dweller is bounced back to the hand, there's a potentially a one-turn kill done by a dude. So yeah, Abyss Dweller skill eventually destroys the Cyber Stash ability, so pretty smart. I just changed it as Shisha Shoshe. Revive back. Oh crap. Oh crap, there's a counter right? To anticipate, lucky him, he has a Shisha Shoshe in his hand to actually revive back, to have a contingency plan against the infantry. Is it infantry? Let me just check. No, yeah, heavy infantry. So yeah, this is actually a OTK. Is it gonna do anything? No. Unfortunately, the Monster Reborn, the limited card in the game, has changed the tables against L. Pretty bad situation right now, so L actually lost one. Alright, because of the Monster Reborn, if there is no Monster Reborn, the game could be in L's advantage, but because of a stupid single Monster Reborn, this is why Monster Reborn has always been an attention almost in bad list, even in the actual Yu-Gi-Oh itself, because it can really change table. It actually affects the whole game, whole board, and it gives you a advantage that you flip back the very same card that you have lost. So yeah, alright, let's go. So yeah, it is tough having when you have a monster one. Like everyone has a monster one other than Blue Eyes, like Blue Eyes. Okay, Lane decides to go for a repeat because he's not happy at all. He's like, oh damn, that Monster Reborn, I will find a way to overcome it. And you know that upsetness when you have and you realize that, oh shit, I lose to just because of one idiotic card. I think he's not taking it. He is not having it. He's like, I don't give a shit. I gotta try to recover back the match. This is why I call can do attitude for L. I was like, screw this, let's repeat, let's go for it. I'm trying to prove that Monster Reborn is not the one that's affecting me. Karma cards. Oh my god, he discarded a history sign. Dude discarded history sign. He's gonna search for the components. Oh my god. That totally gives Edu a strong advantage. Like, come on, he has to sign, really? A best combo ever? Yeah, definitely. Discard the history sign. You still add back 3 cards. Like, big brain move, man. Big brain move. Like, oh, history sign is a discard. Okay, I discard. I add back 3 cards. So it's a +1, I think. You lost 2 cards, you gain 3 card advantage, right? Yeah, it's a +1 in terms of hand advantage. If you're calculating, no, +2. Because you get rid of one opponent's board. Yeah, +1, discard 1 card. Yeah, it's a +2 advantage. You get your opponent's board, drop a card. You wait, opponent's board, drop a card. But you get back your -1, 3 card advantage. Yeah, it's a +2 advantage for Edu right here. Alright, so destroy the Book of Moon. Well, to the +2 advantage, his hand is back with ammunition ready to go. Set cards, you just capiche, you just destroy the cards when it is required. So yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. Alright, so L has to totally got points with a medium. So, oh, my hand is bad, I have a historic sign. With historic sign, my hand is good. I discard my karma card, no problem. So now L is gonna find a way to hit back harder. I mean, now he has the advantage, but take note, there's a few advantage. We don't know what are the 2 set cards. If there is any way for the Eldo to actually abuse the hunting ground, that's when this situation will be very tight for L. So L has to find a way to go against it. So it will be a game over situation right now. So LYW is in a very severe disadvantage. L is hanging on by one thread of life. You lose this, that's it. Here, go to a 4th and the 5th player. Edo is still going strong. Is he like an MVP or something? He's like totally wrecking the board right now with just harpies. Like what the shit? Come on, this is like I just feel like harpies pointing a middle finger to the ban list, right? It's like, oh, are you affecting me? No. I still got historic sign. No problem. No problem. Dude, someone's gotta find a way to do it happy. It is very tough. Okay, floodgate trap hole preventing an exit summon. Oh my god. Like Edu totally taught everything. Like, you know, floodgate trap hole to prevent a pendulum summon, because summon everything at the same time. Okay, so he still have a backup plan. Very smart. L still has a backup plan. With the silent angler. This is kinda smart. Alright, so go for a rank 4. Egg-shake Shokan. Baha smooth? Why am I Baha smooth? Wow, that's kind of sad. There's another Persona Canadian to be flipping down the card. Alright, still happy channel though. Alright, I do connection fail. Wow. This is gonna be tough. Even L was out of commission. This is ooh. Yeah, I was out of commission, unfortunately. Not able to perform back the amazing streak that he did with the previous match. Oh, the monster reborn. It's a pity. The monster reborn on that first turn. Like Al had it all planned. He's like, okay, I don't set any card. I do have my heavy inventory in my side card, so in case it's summon anything, I can still destroy. But the monster reborn totally just change the whole table, except just affect the whole game. I mean, I don't know whether is it a mistake that they introduced monster reborn in Duel Links, but I mean, it is arguable that it gives the less meta the advantage to play, and of course Blue Eyes can't play, but other decks that play is, yeah, it's gonna be tough. Like Adu seems to be steamrolling the whole game. Oh my god, and we are just like, you know, what you build, I think, yeah, and we are just like 52 minutes in a game. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Alright, let's go for the next one. Oh my god, this is gonna be a tough one. Alright, let's take a look. Whew. Okay, definitely Magnet Royals. High chance is Magnet Royals, I think. I can think it'll be Magnet Royals. Yup, Magnet Royals. Okay, it was said that Magnet was moved up to tier 1 while Harpies got kicked down to tier 2. So Lexi will WTY build, push the expectation, and kick Edu off his high horse. Come on. Like, yeah. I mean, technically, oh yes, I need to amend the score. Huh, that reminds me. Thank you so much. Alright, let's go. Delta skill. Sends beta together. So now let's take a look. He has a gamma, he has a beta. So left alpha. So he's gonna build the bot strongly anyway. And take note, he still have most of his okay. Now the problem is you see whether Edu is able to read WTYP smooth in this kind of situation, because now we are looking at the situation right now is that there is a chance of having either a powerful rebuild or have other set trackers that may disrupt the combo itself. I mean, he maybe have the super body. I guess if super body is destroyed, get to set another super body and further thinning out the deck. Because if you get the if he is sorry, if right he is able to get the Berserkion, he can actually dish out a few. So yeah, so is Edu gonna lose his ring streak right here? So yeah, ooh, this is gonna be tough. Alright, activating powerful rebuff chain, opening powerful rebuff, so he gets to add back. Beta effect tributes. He's just building his graveyard, like bruh, he's just building his graveyard. And now I mean the powerful rebuff is set. Oh, yeah, thank you, thanks for the follow, really appreciate it, thank you so much. Yeah, Exit Shogun. Oh my god, Damodara, he's gonna just stupidly nuking his opponent about one at a time. Pencil the Canadian, good response. Not able to use the flip, and you can't detach, you can't put crap in your graveyard, you can't push in your graveyard, you need all three, okay? You need alpha, beta, and gamma. Alright. So goes for a direct attack with the Delta. Alright. Unfortunately, there's no hunting ground, but no worry on this. There's no issue there. Totally just gonna wipe the board against Delta. And he's gonna slowly poke his way through, because most of his traps cards are actually activating special monsters. So technically, in Eldu's perspective, he don't need to worry about some traps, because most of them are those super body and all this. So for WTYP, his main concern is to dish out the boss monster and hopefully can wipe the board against the opponent. Alright, we do have an alpha right here, so it's gonna exit Shogun. Oh, Edu is going pretty strong in this, man. He's going quite strong for this game. Alright, is he gonna go exit for a rank 3 or a rank 4? I mean, he can go for rank 3. And then he can actually ditch the alpha into the graveyard. And still build a board, which is kind of smart. Okay, at the moment, I take a look what I meant to do. Okay. Opening the Book of Moon. Alright, so totally disrupting the X6 combo, and both the monster cannot do anything against it, against the Cyber Slash Happy Lady. So disrupting the ring 3 play, and we still have the Berserkion. Oh my god, he's waiting for this. Karma cards. Oh my god, the poor Berserkion. Oh my god, GG. Berserkion just got yeet out of the window. Oh my god, crap. Okay, this is really bad. This is really bad. The Berserkion is actually gone, one hand advantage. So, and do they be able to recover? I mean, he is actually building a very strong, slick build sub. And look here, we do have a Harpy channel, I see. Oh my god, he's gonna go for the Perfumer combo again and build out his board again. So It's gonna be a tough one for WTY Bill, so it's gonna be tough. Alright, let's see what's next. Okay. Goes by Feather Rest. Discarding Feather Rest. Alright, he actually goes for a half piece instead. Okay, he's just gonna hit the ball against the opponent. He's just gonna go for it. It's gonna be a tough one right here. Ooh, yes. Cloning. Super Team Body Force Unite. Cyber Slash ability chains against it is gonna bounce back. And I think it misses the target. You have to target one. I think it missed. Yeah, it missed. It missed. The Super Body actually loses its target. Ooh, pretty smart move. He doesn't want to trigger the. Yeah, he doesn't want to trigger the Destiny draw. So yeah. So he's gonna leave the board empty with the Super Body and one card that we don't think we know. Yeah, we don't know what's that one card. So recovers back the channeler to actually discard on the following turn if he wants to, and provide that he's the cyber slash cyber ability is destroyed. Alright, we don't know what's the set card. It could be a bait, it could be a Super Body, or it could not be a Super Body, because it doesn't make any sense for him to set it now. But it could be one of the cards that actually revive his monster, so that one depends. Alright, summons a channeler. Okay, he can go for the sword, definitely. Just whether does he want to. Alright, another round of single summoning to another Cyber Slash Happy Lady. Interesting. So he decided not to go for individual attack, actually go for a Shisha Shoshe Hatsu. Oh my god. Yes, nice. Either way, even if he were to revive a monster, it could get beaten down and he gets to hit you. So yeah, pretty smart. I mean, he took a very drastic calculation, because he definitely gonna use the Cyber Slash ability to attack first. Even if he reborn a monster, the replay these two is enough to finish it off, unless his hand card is maybe a Kite Roy or something like that to defend. If not, it's a total bummer situation. Yeah, does he have a Kite? Okay, Book of Moon. Okay, we know he has a Super Body Force in his hand. We don't know what's the other card. Okay, there's no response timer. What if it's a Kite Roy? Caught it. There is a Kite Roy, and we have a Super Body in his hand. Destiny Draw. Trigger message to finally still trigger the Destiny Draw, so we do not have a Kite Roy in the graveyard, and right now he doesn't have the full component needed to go for Berserkion. But the card he drew could change the game. We do know he has Super Body. Definitely he has a Super Body in his hand. That one, no debate, we know. Alright, so caught it out. definitely there's a kite right. So is he able to do anything with the kite right? I mean, he kite right can protect one time, just that one time. Alright, draws. So you think what kind? Oh, Shisha Shoshe, Monster Reborn. He's gonna reborn something very crucial. Why is he gonna reborn? I mean, he's gonna reborn his opponents, right? Alright. He decided to go for Delta. Okay, Delta effect activate. He's gonna Foolish Pharaoh another. Goes to another Delta. It's not, oh yeah, sorry, it's not Super Buddy. I totally forgot it's not Super Buddy, because why did we send the graveyard? It's not Super Buddy. Yeah, I forgot. Alright, so Malevolence, increase our attack, which is definitely bigger. Harpies effect activate, searches. For a Perfumer. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I totally forgot Super Buddy is already in the graveyard. Oh, it goes for a Hunting Ground. Slash Happy Lady effect bounces. Alright, that's it. Only can block one attack. So everybody, I kind of realized that there is I kind of misspoke. Super Buddy was in the graveyard. It's not bounced back. He bounced back the Delta that was being targeted. Yeah, so that's it. It's Delta instead, not the Super Buddy. Alright, what he will losing Magnex. Okay, that's a tough one. So 7. Yeah, everyone seems to be a fan. The question is because most of the deck lists, okay, Hand Sandras, I understand your concern. Okay, the problem is most of the deck lists, for some reason, I look at the Duelist meta deck list, they only play one alpha, and the alpha is really in a graveyard. Because some of the deck list is very weird. They actually only play one alpha, and they play either one or two alpha, and they play three delta, 3 gamma, and 3 beta. Because I think it's because he only play one alpha, that's why he didn't get it. I think that could be a reason. I don't know. Because some of the deck lists they actually only play one. Yeah, that's the problem. Because I did see some of the most of the combinations only play one alpha, 1 to 2 alpha. Combination is 3 delta, 3 gamma, and 3 beta. Yeah. Not sure whether you did hear me, but yeah, that's the. Wait, what? Wait, what? Sorry. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh my god, talk about. Oriental, okay. Oh no, there's he told me to re-enter. I think there's this. Oh, they changed site. Okay, they seem to change site. Wait. If they were to change site, what would be the... Yeah, okay, no issue, doesn't affect. Alright, it was a repeat. They actually asked for a repeat. What TP actually asked for a repeat, so we'll be using the Magnex for the second round. Apparently I think he's not satisfied with the Monster Reborn. I don't know. There could be a reason. He's not satisfied with the Monster Reborn. The Monster Reborn actually affect the game. Like, have you noticed that Adus being because of a Monster Reborn? Shisha Shoshe. Oh my god. Alright. Oh, nice hit. Wow, unfortunately, if he hit the history sign, that's gonna be a big fat middle finger on YTV right here, man. Yeah, YTWTY. If it's a history sign, it's gonna be a huge turn off. Like, yuck. Like most revoking. Imagine that. That's like, oh my god. Okay, so send Gamma to the graveyard. Okay, so now hopefully his ball better. Now he's turn with Shisha Soshe. Yes. He's gonna beat the ball. He's gonna flat out smack the ball on the field. Like Shisha Soshe Heartstone. Gamma's effect activates special summon another Magnet Royal. And there goes the beta. Beta effect actually search up the level lower. So you're gonna search for alpha, I guess. Yep, knew it. Alright, Giga Brilliant. Holy crap, oh my god, he's gonna smack down to the rank 5. Definitely. He's gonna go for the Colbert combo. Apparently Edu actually anticipated, because usually when you play Giga Brilliant and you play the you actually play the digital part Colbert combo, where you can actually detach one and reshuffle back the set card. Yeah, that could be a reason. Alright, so yeah, let's take a look at this. Alright, is how is our TP is gonna counter against this. That's something that we want to see. Alright, so Edu's gonna just fix summon his harpies, and how is he gonna recover from there? Okay, alright. Let's go for synchro summoning. I mean, he only had one card, so let's see he's able to tweak it out, I guess. So now let's see. With Edu situation, okay, the set card could vary depending. My stroke. Oh, that's the first time I already see my stroke being played. Okay, so unfortunately it's not on bonus turn, but he can actually detach to target one of his face up monster to actually set face down. But in terms of rationale on why that's odd. Detach once and first up your opponent's control, change the face down defense position. Is he able to rank up the level 4 to rank 4 to something else? Okay. Okay, search for a Berserkion. Okay, he's gonna really build up the Berserkion. Alpha effect tribute. Ooh. what TV wins. I think it was a misplay bad move for him to actually use the my stroke. Yeah, could be. Alright, finally, he is brought down by one. Finally, one. Oh, what TV? One. Finally, a one. Oh, Jesus. Finally. Oh, great Scots. Alright, let's see the next deck. You see both Magnets, you see a mirror match now, what is this? Are they both playing Magnets now? Really? Really, bro? Really? Okay. Alright, I gotta be amused. Alright, Cautious Tiger attempts to, Edu attempts to kind of sweep out the board bit by bit. Yeah, nice hit on the floodgate trap hole. Alright, this is gonna be cute. Alright, so Edu actually didn't start out strong. He actually go and throw a Cautious Tiger on the set board, and that's it. If like say what WTYP is able to summon any monster, Edu's gonna be screwed, I guess. But of course, he has already opened a huge advantage for his team. So he better not let that. His team better not let him down. Like really, he has worked like a cow, literally, to give it a front seat MVP against his opponents. Like 7. Oh my god, that's like Mystical Space Typhoon on the side card. Capiche. Nice. Is he able to build the bond and OTK Edu? Is he able to? Or not able to? Is he able to do anything at all? Ooh, nice. 30x Gamma, so now the board is ready on the WTYP side, so I was able to recover from that. Anyway guys, before, if the stream was to end, I'll be reading someone, and oh, he's not playing Magnets, he's actually playing, okay, now that's a different story, playing Gaia. Alright, okay, so it's not Magnets, it's actually Gaia. Okay, so he's playing Gaia instead. Alright, pretty solid board, I guess. Oh, now Elsa out of the way without the Blaster Blade is actually Gaia. Big brain move. Oh my god. Alright, so with the effect of the the Dragon Knight's Path, can you trigger the Gaia? So any MST, so so most of that he's just baiting out the MST and everything to clay spot. So the set card high chance of beating MST is quite low already. So he's actually you know, like playing mind games with WYPO. He just assumes that it's I end up assuming it's Magnets, because like you know, most of the time they actually play Destiny Joy and Magnets, so like that's the danger of assumption. Sometimes when you didn't see the game, kind of assume, oh, Magnets. This is gonna be a very tough situation, right? Because now the set card, if it's not able to stop the Goblin Gaia, it'll be attack without trigger any effects, and it's gonna be very detrimental. Alright, So goes for A, you go Shoken. Oh my god, goes for a Black Luster Soldier after the after the fusion. Huh. Change the special sound. He's gonna get rid of it. He's gonna either go for a double attack, he's gonna get rid of it. And the point is the set card. Like if the set card is able to counter anything, you'll be dead for WTYPO. If not the I call it Bolang Sai. Yes, Black Luster. I finally say Bolang Sai. Yeah, if you want to find what I mean, please Google yourself. Bolan side, just call it like that. I call it like that. It's for the fun sake. Alright, let's go. So Black Luster Soldier now. BLS. Bolan side. Okay, Gaia's Studio can just negate it, prevent it from using the effect. Change attack to 0. Okay. Alright, battle phase. She's just gonna go straight for it. Destroys and effect hits one more. Any way to counter? No. Any quick play spell? Anything? Ooh, totally going for it. Another Black Luster Soldier Gaia. Eesh. Oh my god. Yep. He's just like, let's go, man. Let's go, baby. Let's smack its tongue. Oh my god. With the Bolan side. The Gaia Social, wow, that's a 2-hit combo, man. It's like, no, I'm not gonna give you a chance to recover. No, I gonna let you know. You just eat the high horse and just go. Oh my god, crap. That is some shenanigans game I see there. Right? It's like, oh, you want me? No problem. I'll just recover everything back. So, no way, freaking way. Alright, so we left 233. Haha, this is the last guy. Last one. Oh my god, the Edris gonna MVP the whole thing. Like, oh my god, this gonna drastically change the score in the change the scoreboard. It's like literally just, oh my god, that is crazy. I swear to god, that is crazy. It's not. Alright, next up, let's go, 233. Ooh. Oh my god, root deck, oh my god, Gaia, oh my god, he's just if we go for the future sign, that's it. Oh my god, I'll do his severe disadvantage. If he's able to do the fusion summoning of the blaster plate, that's it, man. All his monster effects are sealed other than the Black Luster Soldier. So the Black Luster Soldier in his deck is one of you that be able to do something about this So Edu had better treat the floor carefully. Kind of for a mistake, because if you don't for the mistake, that's it. GG. Yeah, he can't afford to scrub right now. He cannot afford to scrub right now. The moment if he has the fusion spell, that's it. I mean, he has the destruction swap memory, so we don't know. He didn't search for the spell, so yeah. He didn't search for the spell. He's 233 is gonna he's going eating the board with this right now. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, guys. Hopefully the stream is not gonna end early. Let's see whether 233 is able to do something about this situation. If he's able to, of course, the stream will be gone. I mean, that's good for me too because I really love interacting with y'all guys. Yep, so let's take a look. Buster, yes. It's kind of interesting. Alright, so if the match doesn't end late, of course, good. I'll be raiding someone. She's a beginner streamer. If I'm able to share some love, that would be great. If I'm able to get her to try Yu-Gi-Oh, that'd be even better. Try to get more people on board. Okay, regardless of whether it's Duel Links or Master Duel. Alright, I'm just saying. Okay, if y'all get Psycho Sound to play Yu-Gi-Oh, go for it. I mean, it's thanks to this platform, these Duel Links on the board right here, that's really allow us to actually, have these events. So if we're able to drag more people to play, the better. I mean, I'm sure all of y'all guys will agree. So I'm gonna be raiding some small streamers who just started out. If y'all can get them to try Yu-Gi-Oh, that'd be the most greatest thing ever. Like, more people, the better. Yes. Big play move. Let's go for it, man. So yeah, I'll be reading a small streamer will be starting a game recently, so if you guys are able to, they have to play, that'd be awesome. I'm just saying, and she's a cute girl, I guess, yeah. Okay, anyway, back to the match. Goes for the Dragon Knight's path, activating the Gaping Gaia. So now the issue is if he were to have the spell to fuse, that will be a very, very problematic situation for Edu because it will be negated. So, we will be seeing some interesting game right here. Of course, the key issue is to always get rid of the Blaster Blade. That's a component. That's the important thing. You have to get rid of Blaster Blade. It's pretty smart actually. If you fuse to that one, you can negate. He still can negate, and he can actually still go for tribute. So yeah, it's still a correct play, I guess. They could do that because when he actually added the Gaia Soldier, the Fierce Knight, he can tribute the fusion monster. Yeah, and actually go for the fusion. So it really depends on how he's gonna react to this. So pretty smart on adding the Soldier Gaia. So we have to analyze and see how the 233 actually responds to this. Okay, Book of Moon totally denying the fusion summoning. Okay, I mean at the risk of losing our attack, but I mean it's worth it for his case. And we have to see whether does he plan to actually attack the dragon well for the damage. And he actually plans to go for his gun. Okay, let's hit the poor little pet. I mean, it is a tiny dragon that'll be evolving to Blaster Dragon because of the corruption. I mean, there's the law on it. Yeah, maybe y'all can read the law on it. It's kind of cute. Yeah, about the destruction sword story. I mean, you should read the law. The law is very a bit fanatic, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, so destroying the Blaster Well of the Destruction Swordsman sends it to the graveyard. Okay, so taking damage draw sense core the low level. Sorry. Okay, Blaster Well actually searches for another one. There's a high chance that he'll be searching for the fusion spell. Yes. He's actually going for the sword right now. The fusion spell. He's going for the fusion spell right now. Alright. Synchro summon the Blaster Dragon, change everything to Dragon. And targeting Blaster Blade. Okay, so Blaster Dragon, change everything to Dragon, and oof. You still have the fusion spell and Blaster Web effect. Discard and Spectral Summon. And he still equip the sword to it, so okay. Goes for a Scrap Dragon. Oddly enough, he didn't go for the special. I mean, he already predict there's the soldier guy, so yeah, pretty smart. I mean, he has to chain. I mean, as he can't chain because yeah, it's a fusion monster. He has to be a fusion monster. So actually control the bot. Do choose actually control the bot. I guess I did prevent him from doing a fusion summoning. Vanish tree and you go to Buster Blade out. And it's gonna pierce. And 2 direct attack to clear the game against Edu. Alright, Edu was finally knocked out, but we only have the last player, 2-3-3. And he can't lose a single. He technically can lose one. He technically can lose one, but afterwards can't. So, very tight. Hey Cultural B, thanks for dropping by, really appreciate it. Alright, so finally, oh my god, finally. Alright, so 2-3-3 wins finally carries up the score for his teammate. But would it be too late? That's the question. Is it too late right now? Alright, next player please. Okay, imagine LYW catches up everything. With 2-3-3 as the ace. Wow, that will be dope, man. That'd be crazy. I mean, that'd be the most craziest thing ever. I mean, the previous match we do see LYW have that overwhelming push. So what if 2-3-3 is the ace in the hole? That will be kind of fun to watch. Alright, so let's see. Okay, who are they gonna send out as the next one? It is pretty. This match is pretty tight right now. You have to see the situation. It could go either way. Alright, will 2-3-3 actually eradicate the last 4 of the 14 members? I mean, I do have worked so hard, right? Really. Oh, okay, man. Oh my god, that is the. Alright, let me just forgot and put this back. Actually, the blaster. This is the underdog kind of thing, right? We had to see whether that blaster is able to carry back the whole board. I mean, the trap actually assists the fusion summon more, facilitate the fusion summon more easily. So yeah, so depending on what other decks, I mean, of course, Gaia will be the severe disadvantage because even without the trap, because the key monster is already a dragon. So Ken's better watch out for that. He already knows his blaster, so he had to tread around carefully because if he's able to stop blaster, that's it. So yeah, let's see how will this match turn out. Alright. Okay, 3-card set. Alright, Melodist. I think no, it's not. Let's just take a look. Yeah, Melodist. So Subacha do okay. Most of the fusion deck for this is Subacha do have a advantage of banishing the monster. Of course, being a Melodist, you have to really start with Pum Diva. When you combo your Austin, you do have extra advantage from that. So you really need to play with the skill carefully. Alright, so off shot straight away, Ken actually use the Cosmic Cyclone to get rid of a threat. Cosmic Cyclone and Cosmic Cyclone. That's the most bad trait ever, I guess. It's like MST or MST. Like it's even worse. You lose a 1k life point. I mean, if the other 2 set card is a threat, that would be a very severe situation, right? Yeah. Okay, now we go for the first movement solo. Now take note, the problem is if let's say you're able to establish a bot to change your opponent to a dragon, most of the effect of Melodious will be rendered nuked. Gone. So yeah. Okay, so you see the first move solo, special summon the Sonata and go for Songstress to Maestro to change the Sonata. Change the Sonata to the Shopina and Shopina salvage back the Sonata and Sonata with special summon itself to build the attack board because when it's special summon, he increase the board by 500. So he attempts to OTK, but we do have 2 set cards. Most of them are just fusion based or most of them actually concentrating on speed fusion summoning or spectral blaster blader. So Ken's actually got the lead from here because I think none of the set card actually do anything. Alright, Ken's actually got the lead. Nice. Not bad, Ken's. Go up, kudos to Ken's, go up to Ken's. 9. Oh my god, 233 is on his last life. On his last freaking life. He need to find a way to recover from this. Match point. Yes, match point. This is the match point, guys. And take note, after matches, do stay for a while because I'll be raiding some small streamers. Okay. Which would be kind of cool if, let's say, your guys get Psycho or that person to play. I mean, as an example, okay, up to you. Alright, this is kind of fun. Alright, so let's go for the next one. Last match point, okay? So is Ken's able to knock the 233 out? Oh no, that is something that we all really want to see. Sorry. Alright, fire formations such as you send you another underdog deck. Oh my god. I mean, all decks can reach KOG, just depending how you play, but Yosenju is really a, you know, kind of an eccentric combo kind of deck. Because, how am I supposed to describe it? Let me see. Okay, because they are basically all spirit type monsters. They revolve around space on each other to build a board. So if they're able to prevent an opponent from, you know, interrupting them, they can put this shit OT. But this is really on a situational kind of game. So you really have to see whether is 223 able to hit and hold their OTK on against a cat. But now, because he left his board empty, of course he do have the what's the card again? The one that with the special summon when take. Wait, let me just check on this one. Let me just take a look. Yes. Because for what I know, Yosenju mostly they played the Destiny Draw variant, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because they used the Vile Tanky to search for the searching pieces like Karma 1, 2, or 3. Then they Ouyang for war defense, and of course they do have the Izan to stun the effect upon summon. So they have to actually take note on this, and majority they actually use eccentric in the deck to actually for the destruction of on the spell and threat, and they do have a fan above training ground on for attack boost, and they use a trick counter for searcher. So we need to see whether is the deck built for 233 roughly the same, because we do know they play tanky and most of them play Destiny Draw, so he is really heavy relying on being able to hit the board quickly. But now the problem is, if let's say Ken's able to solidify the board, it's very very difficult for 233 to recover. Alright, so you're actually going for the rough one, going for the Bloom Primer to increase the attack and make double attack each battle phase. So he's not letting go. I mean we have to see a chance. Does 233 have the Ouyang for the war defense? Or if it doesn't, that's it. So it's gonna be a pretty tight one. Okay, MDS Boy Child, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Alright, so off the board, hitting it straight hard on the face. Okay, go for Bonsata. So this is really going for it. Does he have the Ouyang? Does he have the war defense to block? Does he have? No? Okay, if two of the attacks, if anyone connects, that's it. Oh, Kite Roy. Okay, that's a good blocker. 2 attacks. Kite Roy. And we still have one last one. Nope. Alright. That concludes the game. Okay, Ken's. Alright, yep. This actually concludes the game right here. Alright, so guys, thanks for really dropping by for the match, and yeah, do stay for a while because I'll be raiding a small streamer. Alright, so if you guys are really willing to drop by, okay, so so sorry about it. Let me just take note. So take note, 10 is to 2, a huge margin of 8 points. And yeah, thank you so much for dropping by, and we'll catch you on the next week of Team Wars. And for now, do stay tuned because I will be reading someone, and please, it helps a lot of small streamers if you guys will just stay for it. So hopefully you guys are able to stay on for this. Just give me a while I read someone. Thank you. Target channel will read. Never mind, I'll just read this person. Just a minute. Oh my god. Okay, now I read Laura Benz. No issues on this. Wait, is she offline already? Never mind, we'll read this guy instead.